Hi, welcome to In Stitches with Mary. This is December, so I have a fun little project that you can do and give as a gift or keep for yourself. This is an oldie but a goodie. I have used these, I have them all over my house, but they're little Hexagon coasters. And they are just absolutely easy to make. Great way to use up scraps if you really want them to look scrappy. I've got three different kind here. If you'll look, these have three different fabrics in them. These have two, and then these are all the same fabric. It doesn't matter how you put them together. It's totally up to you. They could be all different fabrics if you wanted to. To put a hexagon coaster together, you are going to need 7 hexagons. You need 6 for the top, plus you need 1 for the backing. So, these are 5-inch hexagons, and I've included in the directions a little template that I found the easiest thing to use. It's a 5-inch half hexagon. I think there's some rulers out there that you can use, but this works really well. I use 5-inch strips of fabric, just like this. You can use a full strip or just cut 5-inch squares and fold it in half. Press it in half because you're going to want them pressed in half anyway. You might just as well go ahead, put that crease in there, and you're going to put your template on here, and you're just going to cut the 3 sides. Leave this edge on the fold. So you're going to cut those 3 sides, and you need 7 of those for each hexagon. And I don't want to show you how it went together. I want to take it apart. So you're going to take your 7 hexagons, and the first thing you want to do is to take one and unfold it. Get that crease out of there and press it flat. That's going to be your back. And you're going to have it right side up, face up. You're then going to lay all of your hexagons, half hexagons, in place. And they're going to fit just right into the hexagon. So our first one's going to lay in there like that. I'm going to turn this as we go because the next one I'm going to lay in, and I'm going to stagger how it goes around the sides. So my first one is laying flat on this side. This edge is going to be here, and they're going to fit in there just perfectly. I'm going to alternate 3 colors here. So I'm going to go this one, then we're going to go this one, and those first 4, so I started with a plaid. The first 4 go together really easy, if you can see this. The 4th one you can now see is laying parallel to the first one I laid down here. Do you see how nice? You want them to get nice and snug together. When we add the 5th one, let me turn this. When we add the 5th one and it's laying here, we need to pick up our first one, fold that back, and let our 5th one slide underneath. And then when you go to do the 6th one, you're going to pick up numbers 1 and 2 and slide that underneath. Now what you're looking at is going to be the inside of your hexagon, but that's what it's going to look like when you turn it inside out as well. All that is left to do is to pin those in place and stitch around them. A 1/4 of an inch seam. You're going to pin these in place, stitch around a 1/4 inch seam. Here is some in different fabrics, but that's okay. And trim your corners. So I've stitched, and you can stitch all the way around. And trim your corners off. What you're going to do is go into your middle and just push the backing through. And poke your points out. It's a hexagon, so there's 6 corners. That's how simple. It's 1 seam and you're done. Now if you really want to poke those corners out, we have a really cool gadget. I really like this. This is a precision turning tool that we have, and it's got a nice little point, but it's not going to poke through your corners. So we can just slide that in there, poke those corners out, and give it a nice little press, and it's done. That is all there is to doing that little hexi coaster. I found these to be very absorbent. You actually have 6 to 7 layers of fabric that glass is sitting on. Even in the middle of the summer when the glass gets really sweaty, it's very absorbent. It works well. So picture it in some different fabrics and go to it. Like I said, 7 hexagons, 1 fat quarter. You can get 7 hexagons out of a fat quarter plus a little bit extra. So if you wanted to make one of these, if you had 3 fat quarters, you could get a couple of coasters out of that. So I hope you've enjoyed this. You can see how fast they go together because I've had some fun with it. And again, if you're interested in the pattern, just contact us here at Neil's and we can get that to you.